Hello, family, friends, and fans. I'm Fletcher Roden. This is Fletch Me Anything. Today on Fletch Me Anything, living Chupacabra captured by Texas couple. Well, you may know what that is. There are a variety of things in that sentence to cover, but you may not know what this is. It's Fletch Me Anything, question and answer type show where you can pop in your questions and comments in the comment section of my YouTube channel or Facebook page, and I'll get back to you. Then I'll talk about anything I want to talk about. One of the reasons I call it Fletch Me Anything. Another is that I'm Fletcher Roden. If you don't know me, I'm a writer. Mostly I got a ton of books available under my name and others. They're fiction and nonfiction, available in paperback and for Kindle and in audiobook format. If you've got Audible, check me out there. I'm also a recording artist with a brand new pop album called The Wendy Theory. It's available through Spotify right now and other download sites and outlets, distribution sites, and so forth by June 1st. And there's a CD available too on June 1st from Kunaki that's available on my website. There's a link below. Go to the music section. That'll take you right to Spotify. Well, I suggest you subscribe to this channel too before I move on, because this is where you can see the new videos for the Wendy Theory. There are a few of them. There are a few new ones that are out now and some that have yet to be released. And you'll also want to subscribe because this is where Fletch Me Anything is. And this is the best place to get a free book at the end of every month. I give away a free book at the end of every month. It's not just one book for one lucky person. It's unlimited downloads of one of my Kindle editions for the whole last week of every month. The link is usually below around that time. So if it's not your kind of book, you can always forward the link to someone else. It's a different kind of a book every month. And you don't need a Kindle tablet to read it. You can just download the Kindle Reader app from Amazon. That's free. And then you can read the thing on your laptop or your TV. And that's a life hack. Okay, so let's see. The Chupacabra. Yeah. You know, there's this thing called cryptozoology, which is the study of animals that are undocumented, unclassified as yet, like Bigfoot, or the Loch Ness Monster, or I guess there are several of them, really. And one of my favorites is the Chupacabra, or the Mexican goat sucker. So this was an animal. Some people claimed it was an alien, and it had two legs. It could walk on four, but it could stand on two legs. And it had a tail and a sort of a furry spine, like a ridge back that animals can have, and long claws. Shorter front arms, longer back legs, and long claws. Claws like this, not finger, but the whole black claw like that. Big protruding black claw. And of course, it was in South America, and there was no proof, there was no this, there was no that. Everybody discounted it, and you've seen it on, lots of shows, speculative, and so on. There's a variety of footages that are captured of creatures that people claim might be a chupacabra. I just like saying chupacabra. Who doesn't? It's a cool word. But and of course, there have been movies now made about it. Lots of cheap direct-to-video thrillers. Back when they had video, now I guess they just make them direct for streaming. So you can catch a few Chupacabra horror movies on Netflix, probably, or somewhere like that. Roku. Why do I mention the Chupacabra now? Well, because there's footage on YouTube. There's lots of footage on YouTube. Nighttime footage of a creature. It's in the dark. It's night. Could be any kinds of things. Lots of people think the Chupacabra, or just the Chupa. They say that these are just sick coyotes. Coyotes with mange can give it the appearance that people think they've seen this animal, but really what they're just saying is a coyote with mange. Pretty easy to figure that out. And and they captured an animal. An animal was captured that it looked canine. I saw footage of it, and it had a canine appear. It looked like a wild dog with mange. All its hair had fallen out. That's what happens when you have mange. Uh, and it was pretty easily solved. And I thought, oh well, the chupacabra is just it's solved. Too bad, taking a little mystery out of life, taking away a little of the wonder of life. It's just kind of sad, but all right, fine, whatever. Doesn't mean anything to me. Doesn't matter to me how a chupacabra makes his living all this time, as long as it doesn't interfere with my way of making a living, or it doesn't eat me. So I didn't think about it too much until I found some footage, which I want to share with you. Now, here's the thing. I've got my website links down below, and there are so many links. So I'm just going to tell you the title of the video. You can search this on YouTube very easily. It's the headline that I started with. Living Chupacabra captured by Texas couple. And there are a few exclamation points. So, if you search that particular video will come up. Now, there are a few videos. Make sure you get the one that says Living Chupacabra captured by Texas couple, exclamation point, exclamation point. And then you look at that video and you tell me what you're looking at. Okay? It's not a dog of any kind. It's not canine. It's not a lupine. It's not a coyote. I'm not sure what the designation for coyote is. Lupine is wolf. Canine is dog. Coyote probably has its own ein thing. But this ain't that. It's not because it's just not built that way. It sits on its hind legs like a kangaroo. The way the chupacabra is described as standing. And it's got these long, wicked long claws in front, like ridiculously long claws. Ridiculously long. And it's got a face that's not a canine face. And it's got a voice that you've heard. If you're a Chupacabra fan like I am, you've heard these type things that people say are the Chupacabra. And I've heard some of that too. And this thing sounds just like that. And it's in a metal cage. And it's pulling the cage in as it's trying to bite its way out. And this thing has the bite capacity on it. You can just tell it's outrageous by the way it pulls away from these iron. I'm not sure if it's iron. I'm not sure what this cage is made out of, but it's pretty strong stuff. That ain't no rabbit cage. And this thing is pulling out, and it's horrifying. And it ain't a canine with these big black claws and these little arms that are like this, like this kind of a deal. And its legs are sitting it sits on its feet with its knees outward, its knees extended outward, like a kangaroo, sort of. It's not a dog. It's not a canine of any kind. Dogs don't really sit on their calves like that. They sit on their feet. It's hard to describe. Just go to the thing and look at it. It's called Living Chupacabra Captured by Texas Couple. Exclamation point, exclamation point. And look at this thing and tell me that this is anything that is this recorded. It's not, that I know of. It's not a dog. And it ain't any coyote with mange. That's for sure. And it was in Texas, which sort of makes sense if the chupacabra was well known to be a South American animal and it migrated through Central America, as we called it when I was a kid. through Mexico, right up into Texas. Plenty of land to go unseen. Plenty of animals to be eaten along the way. Now, what they said about, when I noticed about this animal, and you might look at this footage, I hope you do, and you might say, Fletch, I know a little bit about the chupa. Like you, I dabble. I dip my big black round claw into the chupa waters every now and again. But they say that the chupacabra, he was called a goat sucker. That's what chupacabra means, goat sucker. And the lore of this animal was that it had a tongue that was hollow. And the way it killed its prey was to stick its tongue in hollow, like a hypodermic needle, and suck out blood and even organs and stuff. The way sort of a fly excretes an acid which dissolves things and then it can ingest them. They don't chew, if you ever remember the movie The Fly. So, and you might say, well, I've looked at this footage and you can see, because this thing is biting at this cage viciously and the camera's right on it. So you can see that it's got a tongue that's looks something like a regular tongue. It does not seem to shoot out, and it doesn't look like it's got a hole in it. It doesn't look round and hollow. It doesn't look that way. It doesn't mean that isn't a, it doesn't look like that. But no one's ever seen this thing kill anything. They've only found the bodies of like chickens with a deep hole and nothing, and like no blood and all like that. But take a look at this footage, and what you'll see is this thing has got these huge, huge, long claws. Huge, long claws. Black, long, sharp, strong. You can tell by the way it's holding onto the bars. What I would suggest is they use these things to kill, and not the tongue. They don't use their tongue as an instrument of like as a weapon. They'd use their claw to go in, zank, right into the neck. And then they can just lick the blood out as it comes out. Because when an animal bleeds to death, the blood goes oftentimes out of the body. How they account for missing organs, which I believe some of these animals were found like without organs, I don't know. I'm not telling you that I've solved the whole chupacabra thing. I haven't. I didn't even find this thing, and I certainly hope I never see one. I live in Nevada, which is... Las Vegas would be a great spot for a chupacabra movie. Just saying. So anyway, I think they caught the chupacabra. I think we've got it. I think we got him. First Saddam, now this. Take a look. It is living chupacabra captured by Texas couple! Exclamation point, exclamation point. And then you tell me what this kooky thing is. It's not any kind of a canine. And look at it pulling at the bars. That thing would take your hand off. It's the power in the animal that size to be able to mangle the cage it's in. It's something to see, folks. Something to see. If you live in rural Texas, you got a lot of problems these days anyway. But let's face it, we got problems all over the world. Chupacabras are the last of them. But it's fun to keep an eye out on these things. I mean, don't tell me that if they caught a live Bigfoot that you wouldn't be all over watching it. Of course you would. If they drag Nessie out of Loch Ness, we'll all be tuning in. Why more people aren't watching this thing and saying, God, that's got to be a chupacabra. A chupa. Okay, so anyway, that's it. Take a look for yourselves and you tell me. I'll try to put the link below. But if the link isn't below, just take a look for yourselves. Living chupacabra captured by Texas couple! Exclamation point. Exclamation point. Okay, so check that out and check me out. I'm here Monday through Friday. I post around noon. I'm here. I go on for about a half hour or so. Someone might ask me, well, what if it is a chupacabra? Then what? I have no idea. I don't know. It doesn't look good to me. I don't know. I think I don't know. I don't know. It seems like a dangerous animal to be left to procreate unfettered. If it's out there procreating unfettered in the wilds of Mexico and Texas, then they could be everywhere. And they don't look like a predator that's going to be easy to beat. So, yeah. Anyway, okay, that's it. As I say, I'm here Monday through Friday. Watch out, folks, for the chupa. He's coming for you. I'm here Monday through Friday. I go on for about a half hour. I might talk about anything. You never know. It could be cryptozoology, or it could be Smokey Robinson's latest album. If you've seen the cover of Smokey's new album, maybe you get the connection between the two. Okay, so tune in and enjoy my little show here. Thank you for subscribing, those of you who have. I'm trying to get to 200. Let's see if we can't make that happen for me. It'll just make me sleep better at night. I don't know why. I don't sleep well at night, and it probably won't even help. But I'd still like 200. So come on, do it and tune in again. And thanks for watching. This is Fletcher Roden, hoping that until next time, you are happy and stay healthy. Bye, Mary.